never and never again should our nation return to such gloomy days. And I can assure you, under the Unity Party-led government, your voice will be recognized and there will be no intimidation for any opposition party. In this dispensation, we must all work assiduously to convince the world that Liberia and Liberians are determined to advance and promote political harmony and tolerance. Despite the names of our political institutions, the different colors of our respective party flags, and vision of how we think the country should move forward, let us all not forget, we are all Liberians. And we, as political actors, must only think and plan how to make Liberia better.
We're going to break it down. Wait, what do I do? We're going to break it down. It's a compound. We are going to break every evil over this country. I see what you do. You know what the reason here? You have to walk on our street. I'll listen to the hour later for calling yourself in the mayor. What I'm taking back, you never do it. Because we are two different people. When everybody say it was difficult to break structure in Banga, I did it. When I say you have built platform on Banga Cross Street, they see what people they want to gather. When they decided to go to Ellen and lie to want to dismiss me, then I heard a voice from heaven. Thou shalt prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. After the dismissing word last week, God said that laughter will turn to sorrow. I saw God waste the time. If they could not hold Jesus, if the grave could not hold him, nobody can stop you. In 48 hours in Banga, there was a revival. One man is going to be represented. That one, they come and say, "Man, I beg you, don't worry about what they should run job about. I want to hold your foot." Because when you run at it, they were rough. Because they saw the wind coming. Let me tell you, there's reconciliation from Senator Moy, the superintendent, the rest of you, you have to be careful. When you want reconciliation, you have to be sincere. When you attack me, I will respond forcefully. I will not join you.
This common denominator of our nation should be the key guiding principle of our national body politics. Political oppositions should not, let me say that again, political opposition should not be misconstrued as political enmity. As the Alternative National Congress gathers for their convention, the Unity Party sends our very best wishes to you and wish you a peaceful and transparent party convention. As political institutions, we may have different perspective or strategic approach to tackle national social issues affecting our country, but it is expedient to remain civil in our engagement and intransigent when it comes to the development and advancement of our country. Wishing a certain government to fail, all because you are not in power, is not a patriotic move. As you meet today, my fellow political actors and comrades, let us remember that only political institutions are clothed and protected in the democratic dispensation to provide governance. Under the Joseph Nyuma administration, the rights of all political parties will be respected and protected. Once again, Honorable Cummings and your noble party, our standard bearer, His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai, the President of Liberia, sends his very best wishes to you and wish you well in your convention. In closing, I want to thank you for this very important move you made to invite the ruling party to be a part of this. We are all Liberians. We may have different ideologies, different way we think we can move the country forward. But let us not forget, Liberia is what we must protect, home and abroad. Thank you, God bless you, and very blessed for your contribution. Only thing and
The way I fire, I don't in the country. When I attack me, was now falling. The prison will be new. I told the superintendent, I sent one message, tell the president, the country that bread does not belong to him. All our elected equally by our people. We have responsibility. If I want to pay my horse, check and tell me say the horse here. When you pay the profile, see what they are paying.
This is not only Pia's desperation, but also his abuse of public office and constant drunkenness. As a supposedly information minister, Pia is constitutionally mandated to provide truthful, factful, and transparent information to the Liberian people about the actions of the government. Unfortunately, instead of honoring that sacred duty for which he's collecting fat salary and huge benefits from taxpayers' money monthly, the loose structure has reduced the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism to a political attack center, where lies, propaganda, and insults against political opponents are manufactured and distributed.
Tell you the ministry, that rule ministry now, tell you.
We remind Pia that his position requires dignity, integrity, and accountability, not gutted and semblance of diarrhea of the mob politics. His daily habit of verifying critics.
This brief is about officer-involved shooting following multiple stabbing incidents in the Congo Town area. On October 8, 2025, at approximately 14:58 hours, the Liberia National Police radio room received a distress call reporting that a police officer had been stabbed multiple times near the OLACC building in Congo Town. Responding officers identified themselves as police officers and ordered the suspect to surrender. After repeated verbal commands were ignored, officers attempted to breach the door. The suspect charged with a cutlass, striking and deeply wounding a second officer. The wound was still on his arm when he raised his hand to protect his head from being hit with the cutlass. A third officer intervened and successfully disarmed the suspect of the cutlass, unaware that the suspect had a concealed knife tucked in his pants. The suspect then stabbed the third officer in the thigh and attempted another thrust towards his abdomen. Facing an immediate mortal danger and in accordance with LMP use of force continuum, one of the officers discharged his service weapon, instantly neutralizing the threat and preventing further harm to his colleagues. The suspect and the injured officers were all rushed to the JFK Medical Center, where one officer remains in critical condition. As we speak, he is undergoing surgery, and following the emergency treatment, the suspect was pronounced dead. The Liberia National Police deeply regrets this tragic incident and extends heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family and urges the public to remain calm while we keep the injured officers in our prayers. We have initiated a comprehensive investigation to establish all the facts surrounding the incident because this is it's in line with our institutional accountability. The Professional Standards Department has been mandated to review the officers' actions to ensure that the officer-involved shooting team conduct their full assessment in compliance with LNP use of force policy and the professional standards conduct. Once again, I'm calling on the general public to kindly remember the injured officers in their prayers, as one of them is seriously fighting for his life. It's been less than 10 days that we've had series of attacks on police officers. It is becoming an issue of concern, and we're asking.
I want to say to the public that since my daughter has been raped and was accused by this man, Brian McGee, they have not been updating me with any information. They have not asked me. Even when the incident occurred, Brian McGee came to me on September 9 in the night to come and apologize to me. He did the apology in the presence of people at the 15, where they can admit, all those that were there will admit that he did it he apologized because he wanted me to talk the case in-house, to drop the case and then we'll talk it in-house. I said, no, you cannot rape my daughter, then we'll go and compromise. I told him that. The next thing again, the security of that area, 2 security men, they gave me full information about his car was his presence on Saturday. And they told me that a young man was there and he left. But because these guys are afraid now, I reached the police, they are not able to admit because they are working there and they are afraid that they will threaten them on their job.
Desist. Over the next week, we'll be conducting some sensitization of the rules of the police and also sharing our use of force continuum with the general public. What we do is to come out and sacrifice our lives for the state. It doesn't give anyone the right to assault any peace officer. We have to face the families of these people on a daily basis, to give them the sad news of their loved ones who are consistently being injured and sometimes killed on the job. I think the police continues to play its part very well in a democracy, and if we must rebuild trust, it has to be with mutual consent. While we're trying, we're asking the public to understand and respect the badge and honor the flag. As we go to bed tonight, I ask that families should think about the fact that people who sacrifice their lives are not supposed to be begging and asking for respect. A society that does not honor its protector has got no future. That's not what we want for this country.
Before they took him to the prison, dying. The man said, was there. Finally, then he called him. He said, I was sitting down there. Revenue tax collector. When the people went to come and say, President Tobin, they buy me over in trust. But they've been paying to overthrow you. But today, by the gone. Nobody here. If anyone out this year to talk, they won't talk about the country now. The country just silent. Two cabinet ministers, all impressed people, all they get problem. They will say, I attack the media. Two cabinet ministers break 14 years old. Two separate 14 years old. They arrested one, he in jail. They get bring ticket to one, he in America. Then that old man was paid to go to the United Nations to talk about women's rights. Media just silent. Civil society is silent. The women are silent. Nobody talking. But Marvin Cole will talk because I was made to talk and talk since. Don't tell me, say, everybody say, Taplame, Kawane, Taplame, ha.
So they rush him to JFK. At witness, they start shooting 8 bullets. That's why the one woman said she was ready to escape. But sure they say she went on her daughter campus. She was ready to escape. Until last time she explained everything. She said 8. I witnessed everything and all the sun. So that they shoot in his stomach. And then when they finish shooting him, put him in a pickup. But my problem is why when they put him in a pickup, community people try to follow them. They said nobody should get in a pickup. Yeah. When the act happened, I went to the hospital. When they carried Matthew to JFK, I went in the room. I met Matthew there fighting for him for him. So the doctor knocked his feet down because he was still fighting to get him injection, no way. Then the officer told the doctor told the officer, say, but the person they was still disturbing. You getting me hard on, and all officer came to say, oh, when you getting you have hard on, you're beating. Yeah.
Officer said that?
Yes. So I said, what are you beating the boy for? What are you beating him for? I had the other officer say, get us. I said, I'm not getting us because of my brother. I had the first step for me also. When I left, I told the friend I was there, I said, I'm going for my children because they're already full. When I come back, then we all go inside to my school. She said, okay. I said, I'm going to pick up the children. When I went to my house, I picked up the children, got the children, came back, I saw her crying. But when the boy passed us, she was there. She didn't call family member on the scene.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Liberian. Today, this is the People's Program, The Heat. The program that comes away Monday to Friday, 12 to 1:30. Whatever now. We value your comments, your opinions, your suggestions. That's the reason why we open the lines, because they are the building block to our modern emerging democracy. Don't forget the geometry of the whole that must be kept high on the agenda, because it involves the majority. And those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual today, I am your humble servant. I am J. Nathaniel B. Vaz Sr. I'm here today with Sarkandu on this spectacular edition from the production department, making it a spectacular one. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and today there are a lot of goods in store for you in our lunchtime program. We will serve you delicious, palatable meal today, so just sit back and ride with us until 1:30. Today it's 10092025. Today is Thursday, the 9th of October, and the year still stands at 2025. On today, in 1899, the 9th of October, Liberia were in the midst of its presidential term under William D. Coleman, who has been re-elected in the 1989 May general elections. The election saw Coleman, the Cuban president from the Turin Party, defeated Anthony D. Williams Jr. of the National Union for his second full term. Back in May of 1899, William Coleman was re-elected to a second term as president. Coleman, a member of the Turin Party, won elections against Anthony D. Williams Jr. On today, 1860, Liberia continued its efforts to build its territory and a significant event contributing to its population growth with the arrival of African rescued from a illegal slave ship, with the wave of such incident peaking around this time. The United States Navy Africa Squadron was actively intercepting slaving vessels off the coast of Africa and in the Cuba water, leading to the rescue and subsequent transport of thousands of Africans for resettlement in Liberia. The year 1860 particularly saw an unprecedented number of slave ships captured, highlighting ongoing international efforts to suppress the illicit slave trade and the role of Liberia as a destination for free African slaves. Today, the 9th of October, 1870, saw Edward J. Roy was the 5th president of Liberia, having won the 1869 election and taken office in 1870 as the true Wing Party's candidate. His presidency was short-lived, marked by resentment from the mulatto elite over his borrowing of money from the British without legislative consultation, and eventually leading to the first Liberian coup d'etat in 1871 in Liberia. Today, the 9th of October 2003, Liberia was on a crux of significant political transition following the signing of the Accra Comprehensive Peace Agreement and the exile of Charles Taylor in August. While fighting continued, the United Nations took command of regional peacekeepers and began deploying its own force, UNMIL, with the goal of establishing peace and security. An interim government led by Judith Bryant was also established in October to pave the way of future national elections in Liberia. Today's in History is a regular feature on our program, so we'll bring you happenings into history and today, what a decade, a century, or a millennium for your listening pleasure. Have you heard about Charles X, the King of France? In 1757 was born today on the 9th of October into the Versailles, France. He died at the age of 79 into the Gorizia, Italy on the 6th of November in 1836. Today, the first Afghan presidential elections happened. Today, in 2004, for the first time in Afghanistan history, voters went to the polls to choose a president, electing Hamid Karzai, who has served as the interim president after the fall of the Taliban regime in 2001. Today, 2012, a Taliban gunman shot 15-year-old Palestinian activist Malala Yousafzai, a vocal opponent of the ultra-conservative group prohibited of the prohibition on the education of girls. Despite being struck in the head, she survived the assassination attempt and she went on to win the Nobel Prize in 2014. The United Nations on today, the United Service Organization, the USO, appointed entertainer Wayne Newton as its first celebrity frontman, replacing Bob Hope, who has served in the capacity since the early 1950s. In 2001 and today, the 9th of October. In 1997, Italian playwright Dario Fo was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. And today, David Souter took his seat as a U.S. Supreme Court Associate Justice in 1990. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Building between 1848 and 1884 and dedicated in 1885, the Washington Monument, a marble face granite obelisk that honored the first U.S. President George Washington, opened to the public in Washington, D.C. in 1888. Roger Williams was banished from Massachusetts Bay Colony, and as a result, he later founded a colony of the Royal Island in 1635 on today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Many thanks to all of you on our platform this afternoon. We are live on Cool Channel 2 on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're also live on www.knewsonline.com. We're also live on 91.9 across Liberia. And you're also welcome in our program. But remember, you also play Entertainment Radio Cool Cash giveaway star 799 star 11 hash. Entertainment Radio, the code is star 799 star 11 hash. You can play and you'll be a very, very, very good winner on today. And please, you have to keep playing because somebody will win something. And let me inform you today, cell phones are set to be given out today. And once your number pop out and they say this person wants a cell phone, I will call you. You come at the station, you walk away with one cell phone. We have to help people communicate, not just giving money, while others will be set to win the money and so forth for you. So please, you can keep it up. Keep your entry coming in, star 799 star 11 hash. That will help you win a cell phone. Let me say welcome and welcome. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Please, today we will be giving our cell phone. And you can walk away with a cell phone today that will help you. So keep playing, star 799 star 1 hash. Cell phone are there, phones are there. Remember, over last weekend, somebody walked away with a motorbike. A motorbike, somebody is riding that motorbike now as I speak to you. And it can be you, it can be somebody. Let me say welcome all of you again on this edition of the program. You know, this country must get better. And Liberia will get better. There are several issues. Let me just speak to this succinctly. You know, the wave of issues that's going on is bad. We in no way support any aspect where a life will be lost. The lives of our citizens should be precious to us. We have to protect each other. Please, Liberians. You know, the reason I'm saying this, many a times, power theft, LEC arrest, somebody has been pinpointed on to arrest you, the person will fight. German police, to what they want to do. Some people forcing gallery, somebody throw stone, police come for you, they identify you, you fight police. Community activities, people go to these programs, they come for you, you fight. Let us exhibit the cultural respect. Let us respect the police. They are Liberians. They are carrying their duty and enshrined in their TOR to protect lives and properties. Let us make our country stable. That our partners, that our neighbors, that strangers can come and we all can dwell together. This is a country that I was saying before as a country of hospitality. Where is their hospitable act within us? And on the other end too, please take time how you're dealing with our citizens. I know we agree that you are a Liberian or you are a Liberian, you are a family man or woman, you have your own case, but please take time how you're dealing with our people. They will not say you, there are some citizens that are coming conflict with the law, they say you to go handle them, then you have a problem over the police command they give you. Yes. You got issue to your house, we know. But don't eye your issue on other issue. You go, you start hauling, jacking people. Maybe, probably, your wife, you got issue. Your children, they got issue. Your neighbor, they got issue. And then command come. Then you go out to say, go bring the person, and the person start to behave similar to that. You say, but then I would inject it up and do that. I know. Let it be vice versa, please. This thing is getting too much. And it's getting to the extent where we are beginning to lose some of our citizens. Please, Liberia and Liberians, please, let us live together. Let us begin to coexist. Let us begin to show the true essence of who or what we are. We will talk the good, we will talk the bad, we will talk the ugly, but it's all geared toward where you find yourself, turn around or move forward when it's progressive, when it's accepted, when it's not, do the right thing. This country is all for Liberians and those who will come and accept to live here with us. Please, let us respect those in authority. And let those in authority respect those who are not in authority. We never supported you to be somebody who will keep law, will keep protection, so that you can do something different to other people. No. We don't also support Liberians who will say, let me get in this line, sacrifice my life, that USM will do what you want to do then. No. Please, my people. Let me say good afternoon, good morning, good evening. If you can ride Tesla, ride your keke. If you can ride keke, ride a motorbike. If you can eat kasali today, let the storm just knock my gigantic kasali tree this morning. Last night rather, we have I can't remember, I spoke on the soil on the ground. So I'm thinking where in the next few days when it will grow that I'll be eating kasali again. But if you eat kasali, eat your palm butter. If you can eat palm butter, eat your beans. If you can eat this one, eat your dry rice. If you eat dry rice, eat your white rice. Let us enhance ourselves and live for the day, because tomorrow will be sure for us. Please. There are some issues in our mind this afternoon we'll talk about, and it's important there. Let's talk about government today. Let's talk about government. Today I'm going to talk about the Civil Service Agency and the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, and also coupled with the IMF, because they had an issue of numbers of employee government. Government is saying every year they can drop, they can save money. They can stop some people taking pay because they used to take pay. They're not working, or they're not legitimate, or they are ghosts. I know how the ghosts come from every time, and they're saving government money. So there's a disparity that the IMF is seeing also is seeing. Now who's talking the truth? CSA will say something, finance will say, then the issue is,